Welcome to the Whisky Business Podcast, where we dive into the rich and fascinating world of whisky and the equally complex landscape of business. I'm your host, Ash Playstead, here to guide you through conversations that blend the culture and enjoyment of great whisky with the craft of building lasting business success. Each episode will be an exploration of the subtle connections between the smooth complexities of a fine dram and the strategic decisions that shape thriving enterprises. So pour yourself a glass, settle in, and join us as we discover how passion and precision make all the difference in both whisky and business. Hello, Ash Playstead here, your host of the Whisky Business Show. Hope everyone is really well. This is my Christmas week episode. It is Christmas around the world as I come to you here from Southeast Australia. So I hope everyone's well. I'm not sure what you all do for Christmas, wherever you are in the world. I'm a fairly traditional Christmas person. I like to continue the traditions that I grew up with of family, friends, the spirit of love and giving, Christmas tree up, presents under the tree, Christmas elves wandering around the house. It's that time of year for me. So in that spirit, I want to talk about one of the most fiercely independent and traditional distilleries in all of Scotland and therefore all of the world. And that is the amazing Glenfarclas. So Glenfarclas is a distillery founded in 1836 that still holds true to its traditional whiskey making techniques of the 1900s, which gives it a really distinct, complex flavour. Now, I want to talk particularly about a whiskey here, which I'll just reach behind me here. Now, this is a whiskey that I ordered in. It was made specifically for the Whisky Club or exclusively for the Whisky Club. So this is Glenfarclas. It is called the 2024 Christmas edition, bottled in 2024, distilled 2014, so 10 years old, an ABV of 49.8%. So I'll go to the notes that I have in front of me to give you a bit of in the best whiskey merchandising tradition, a description of this amazing whiskey. So let's have a look here. So its colour is described as polished copper. Its nose is orange blossom, syrup, sponge pudding, and cinnamon spiced stewed apple. Yum. Palate. It's custard apple, rich burnt toffee, raisins, and walnuts. And its finish is long and velvety, salted butterscotch sauce, and milk chocolate. So this is a very traditionally made and traditionally styled whiskey for Christmas. And I thought, what better whiskey to talk about than this Glenfarclas? Now, I haven't opened this bottle. As I said, I didn't pick this one up in Scotland. I did go to the Glenfarclas distillery, but I didn't get a whiskey there. But when I got back here to Australia, I ordered this one in about a month ago. It's a fantastic looking bottle. I love the traditions of Glenfarclas. I'm a particularly traditional type of person. So I thought, what better a whiskey to talk about than this Christmas edition from Glenfarclas? And then perhaps talk a little bit about what does tradition mean in the mortgage broking industry here in Australia. I don't know what you all do over the Christmas period. I've been in the mortgage broking industry since the mid-1990s. It's now obviously Christmas 2024. And traditionally at Christmas time, I have treated it as an opportunity to refresh, take a breath, slow down a little bit. It's sometimes still busy on the home front, but slow down on the work front, because anybody in the broking industry knows, and probably all of you out there listening to this are going, yes, a slow down and take a breath is exactly what I need, because it is so busy leading into the break. From a client perspective, from a referral partner perspective, we know everybody wants to get their matter sorted, settled, resolved before they have a break for Christmas, because it's human nature, right? Nobody wants to go into a holiday break to enjoy themselves, spend time with family, go on a holiday, whatever they do for Christmas, leaving their mortgage, home loan, property matters unresolved. So what that creates is this real crush of outcomes being required leading up to Christmas. And we as brokers want to have all of our approvals, all of our settlements, all of our conditions resolved as much as we possibly can before we break as well. So it really does create this high pressure rundown into Christmas. So I hope whatever your rundown into Christmas has been like, that you've resolved everything, you're able to now switch off, relax, enjoy Christmas in whatever that tradition means for you, spend time with your family, travel. If you're not particularly into Christmas, that is okay as well. Whatever your tradition happens to be, enjoy it, take a breath. So what I've always traditionally done is use the opportunity to really expand my mind. You spend time with family, enjoy the Christmas spirit and New Year's as well, and embrace it. Not to be thinking all the time, as we do as business owners, about business, 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 what's going on in business. Those things can occupy our mind so heavily that it's very easy to miss being present in the moment and actually enjoying what Christmas is about, which is being present in the moment, particularly for children, but also to spend time with loved ones. You may have aged parents, aged family members. This could be the last Christmas that you have together. You just don't know. So my advice, my thinking is embrace the opportunity to be present and intentional in your own mind and heart, so you are with the people that are closest to you. Your customers and your team get a lot of your attention during the year. Be sure to give all of your attention at this time of year to the family members, to the friends, to yourself, so that you can really, really be present in these magical moments. So I've always tried to do that at Christmas time, and then switch maybe as we get to New Year and early into January to planning the year ahead, thinking about where my business has been, where I'd like to take it to, excuse me, what decisions need to be made, what choices. So I've got a path to follow. And it's okay to diverge from that path as reality comes along, as the year comes. But I think it's good to have a plan as where you want to be, how you're going to get there. So that very much correlates with the whiskey making process, right? So whiskey is very much, it's a combination of two things, actually. It's very process orientated. So whiskey making has a goal, is to produce a uniquely flavored whiskey with its own unique characteristics. So from a traditional perspective, all whiskies generally get made the same way, with the same three ingredients, essentially the same overall process, from barley to malt to the end product. But all whiskies and all brands within each whiskey distillery produce unique outcomes. And it's a little bit like that with a mortgage business. Plan ahead, have your process, but be open to producing something unique. So that's the sort of connection between this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Glenfarclas. I'm going to open this on Christmas Day and have a dram or two. This is not one I'm going to keep unbottled. I bought this specifically to embrace as part of my Christmas tradition. So whatever your Christmas tradition is, make sure that you embrace it, make sure that you enjoy it, make sure that you refresh, take a breath. To be the best version of yourself is the best thing you can do for your family, for your friends, for your team at work, for your customers, and for your referral partners, is to be the best you can be. So use this opportunity to embrace life, to enjoy Christmas, whatever it means for you. I'll see you in the new year. But for now, signing off for Christmas. Enjoy it, and I hope you have the opportunity to partake in a Glenfarclas. This one's pretty hard to get, but there are plenty of other fantastic Glenfarclas distilleries. One of the most traditional, fiercely traditional distilleries in all of Scotland that uses its very traditional 1900s techniques to make its whiskey. I'm going to enjoy it, whatever you do, enjoy it, and I'll see you on the next episode of the Whisky Business Show.